Say inspect your equipment, that's your cue to inspect the skull crusher and put it on as well, right? And then you can go ahead and inspect your nods, which we'll get into here in a second. If you're not familiar with the skull crushers, there's a couple of different ways to identify on how you put it on correctly. So obviously the mount is going to be up front, all right? That should be self-explanatory. The little button is always going to be on the left side. It's always going to be on the left side and under, right? The button's on top and on the right, that's wrong, right? Notice how it curves down, just like your Nate pad would, right? That's exactly how that goes, right? And there's a couple different techniques to put this on, but the easiest one is going to be this right here. He's putting the chin strap over the mount to get all the straps out of the area. This little cross portion, all right, is always going to be there. It might be down, that's fine, but as soon as you put your head in there, it's going to go up, all right? So whenever we say inspect your equipment, that's your cue to also, you could come up, how the strap is pulled. You could loosen all the straps if you want, right? This portion is not timed, so you can take your time, right? It's not timed. This portion again is not timed, so take your time, right? Don't go in there. Is this time? It's not timed. Take your time. All right. Also, the adjuster that goes forward and back, if it's to the closest to your eye, it's impossible to get these nods into the mount because how close it is to your face. So you could, if you identify that, you can pull it all the way out, or even if it looks it. You can still pull it all the way out till it locks out, and that's going to give you more room in front of your eye so you won't hit your eye. You're not working so close to it, okay? So as soon as that's good, you can go ahead and automatically put it on, right? Now, whenever it comes down to your nods, the only thing that we're going to let you do is turn on and turn it off, right? Just to make sure that that battery works. We're going to try to do our best to rehab them after each event, but we get caught up and the candidates get caught up also. So we're putting everything on you just to make sure it works. And then that's it. If it doesn't work, let us know. I don't see the green light. We'll check, make sure the battery's not hidden in here or something like that. Or if it is in there, we'll just give you a brand new battery on the spot and then you have a fresh one, okay? But if you grab the nods and you look at it, yep, it's good to go, and the battery is dead or something like that, that's on you, because we're giving you the opportunity to get a new battery, inspect your equipment, PCs, PCIs, just like you would in real life, right? And then you could also just tighten down the J-arm and tighten down the swivel, just because some people are trying to rotate it, oh wait, and then they're forgetting, or some people are trying to jam it in, and eventually it starts coming loose, right? So you can do that, but like I said, we're gonna try to do our best to set you up for success, right? So as soon as he's good, he checked it, all right, this time you're gonna have 1 minute to properly don your NVGs and get a nice good focal. This is what you're gonna be focused on right here. There's gonna be something on the table for you to focus on, whether it's a crosshair, a grid, a letter number combination that's not testable. There's gonna be something for you to focus on to get a nice good adjustment. All right, verify zeros.
All zeros.
All right, 3, 2, 1, begin. All right, you heard that audible click, and then he also shook it just to double verify. Slid it forward. Turned them on. You adjust the back, adjust the front, and then slid it again. And you're good to go, right? The diopter and the objective lens focus, you can both do at the same time, right? So you're gonna have 1 minute to do that. You're gonna verbally say, I'm done, right? Because you could be doing something and then you stop. We don't know what you're doing. You're just standing there at that point, all right? So verbally say, I'm done, so we know you're done and that you're not thinking about what the next step is, all right? So another pro tip, if you're not familiar with the 14s, there's a brightness adjuster in the front, right? You could turn the brightness up because you have time. It's not performance measures like it used to be, but you could turn it up. That's just gonna help you more as well, okay? So as soon as you say you're done, okay, cool, we're resetting the timer. All right, the next portion, you're gonna have 30 seconds to identify your 3 letter number combinations, verify all zeros.
All zeros.
3, 2, 1, begin. So notice how he's leaning forward and still making adjustments. You could do that on your next portion. So if it's not perfect in the beginning, you're gonna have another block of time to where you can make micro adjustments. You could grab them if they're sliding down, because that's what you would do in real life. If you're actually doing stuff in the field, your nods are sliding down, you would grab them up to see where you're going, what you're riding, to manipulate them. So we're gonna allow you to do that, okay? All right, he's done. Stop the time, red lens, okay, correct. Okay, cool, reset the timer. All right, this time you're gonna have 1 minute to properly stow the NVGs, verify zeros.
All zeros.
Time starts, and remember, this portion's lit. All right, 3, 2, 1, begin. Turn them off, that's the very first thing.
No corrosion, no moisture.
You need to say that. And then put the battery cap on.
clean and dry.
You need to say that.
The battery stays out and goes in the bag.
And then time will stop as soon as you close it. So closing the flap is your seal of approval.